Hey guys, welcome back to a new episode on Finding Kat. This is episode number 11, and this episode is brought to you by my free 31-day gratitude challenge. So if you've been feeling super duper stressed, more reactive than ever, low-key like the world is conspiring against you, you want a more positive and abundant mindset, then click the link in my bio to subscribe and join this amazing challenge. So for today's episode, we will be talking about how to manifest using gratitude. Now, to protect my butt, I do have to put a disclaimer in, which is I am not a doctor. I use this platform to share things which I have learned and things that have helped me, which I hope help you. From what I calculated, this video will come out on Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving. Show some gratitude today and make sure you show it every day because trust me, it's amazing. Also, enjoy all that food, stuff it up, but I do want to talk about, because today is Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving was like the only day I would ever show gratitude, and that's barely. So I want to talk about more on how to manifest using gratitude, which is actually what I started doing, and that's how I brought gratitude in my life, was using it to manifest. And then I was like, wow, I feel really good. Then I realized like, hey, being thankful also helps. And it's like, wow, this feels great too. And it just ended up being me figuring out more and more about gratitude and just diving deep in. Gratitude, how I like to explain it, is being able to see the good and all the bad, and it doesn't mean being ignorant to it. It's just understanding like, hey, this is out of my control, but I am grateful for just being alive. Let's go. Like when I got into my car accident, this is out of my control, but I'm alive. So yes, let's go. A new day. I'm excited. I feel like I got this whole boost of energy and I don't know where the fuck it came from, but we're rolling with it. So my first step on how I manifest using gratitude is I write down in specificity what I want. So that's literally what you have to do, is write what you want, write your dreams and write your desires. I do have a written version out so you guys can see how I write everything on my blog, but I'm going to explain it as good as I possibly can, just like I did in episode 9, where I told you guys how I made $15,000 at the age of 18. So let's hope I explain this a little bit better. When manifesting using gratitude, to start it off, I put 5 things I'm grateful for today. So, I know what to do. Let me get my gratitude journal, and I'm gonna get what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read my first ever page, and then I'm gonna read like my most current page, and let's see what's changed. Okay, so I'm back with my manifesting journals. So I'm gonna be very vulnerable. So when I first watched it, I watched a video, and this is how the girl did it. So I was like, okay, let me do it like this. So I wrote a morning one and a night one, and this is my first ever like journal entry, and it was on June 26th. And right now, today, it's somewhere in November. So June, August, September, October, November. It's been like 5 months. So I start off as, thank you to the world and spirit guides for the abundance and love, time, and money being brought into my life. My relationship has surpassed my expectations, more listening to each other and better communication. I also thank the world for the abundance of time this world has given me. I'm able to juggle all that is in my plate with no stress or fear. The financial abundance that has been brought into my life is wonderful, and I am so grateful to the world and my spirit guides for taking me on this path and for showing me that anything is possible, and that if you manifest and you call out, the world will answer and they will guide me to where I belong. Thank you again for the mass abundance of love, time, and money that was brought into my life and will only get better and bigger as time goes by. So that was my first ever entry, manifesting with gratitude. Now, looking at this now, I need to be more specific. I wasn't specific at all of what I was asking for. I was on a very vague way of saying it, which wasn't bad, but also watching more videos, I said, I am able to juggle all that is on my plate with no stress or fear. I was listening to someone who has been doing this longer than I ever have, and they talked about not really putting in that negative connotation or that negative sayings. Instead of me putting, I'm able to juggle all that is on my plate with no stress or fear, it's I'm able to do everything that comes my way. I'm able to handle everything that comes my way, or changing it in a way where there's no negativity anywhere in the pages. So I want to read my most recent one, but I kind of want to... So here, I'm going to read, because that was in a different book. So here's a completely different book, and I think I was like, you know what, I want a whole different book for manifesting using gratitude, and I want to personally like get more deeper into it. So my most latest one is very, very messy because I wrote it very quickly, but this time I'm putting what I'm grateful for before. So I'm grateful for being alive. I'm grateful for waking up. I'm grateful to have love in my life. I'm grateful for having time to do what I love. So I wanted to show gratitude for what I have in my life right now. And what I learned is you should write what you want as if it already happened. So this is what my most recent one. So I am so grateful for reaching 1,000+ subscribers on my podcast, This or Something Better. So watching a certain YouTuber, I think she's called I'm Anna Wood. She talks about when you manifest using gratitude, you should put this or something better. And so that's what I do. I'm grateful for 1,000+ downloads on my podcast, This or Something Better. I'm so grateful for implementing the 4 agreements every day, This or Something Better. The 4 agreements is a book that I am going to review in an upcoming episode on my podcast. I'm grateful for 100+ readers on my blog, This or Something Better. I'm grateful for reaching 1,000+ followers on Instagram, This or Something Better. I'm grateful for the abundance in time, love, creativity, health, and money, This or Something Better. I'm grateful to get paid doing what I love, This or Something Better. I'm grateful for communicating better with loved ones, This or Something Better. Now, what I would fix in this one is I wouldn't rush it. I rushed this page, and you can tell, and you need to be able to take your time with this, because this is not just... I believe you need to take your time with this, because this is really like you sitting here and putting out what you want into the world. And when doing that, I feel like you really should take your time and don't feel like you don't have enough time, like we all do. And that's my problem right now, is feeling like I don't have enough time. But those are a couple of my journal entries for what I manifest using gratitude. So my second one is show gratitude for what you already have, which opens up for more blessings. So say thank you. Always sit here and say, like, when you wake up, thank you for me being able to witness another day. Thank you for this food. Thank you for this weather. Thank you that I'm able to walk. Because when we're not sitting here and thinking about certain things, and we don't really care about certain things, I feel like that's bad. There's certain people who can't walk, and I'm grateful for having legs to walk, and there's certain people who didn't make it this morning, and I'm grateful that I made it this morning. And just show gratitude in every day, because it really does not only make you feel better, but it just opens up for more blessings. So showing that gratitude really shows, like, hey, I'm thankful for what I have, and I'm manifesting this in the future, and showing the world, like, hey, like, thank you for helping me, like, thank you for this stuff. I know I keep repeating myself, but just show gratitude for what you have. Be consistent. There's some certain stuff that I wrote in my first ever page on my manifesting with gratitude. On multiple pages, I know certain things I wrote, and like, they've come true. And I truly think about me being consistent, writing about it every day, showing that I'm grateful for what I already have. So when I ask for more, the world knows, like, hey, like, she's grateful for what she has, and she's asking for more. And you know what? Like, let's go. Let's do this. Like, let's give it to her. Like, something I manifested in my gratitude journal on July 26th, just actually recently ended up happening, I think last month. And that's a big thing that yes, it was 3 whole months, but it still happened. And so I'm grateful for that. But yeah, be consistent with everything. Be consistent with your work and make it a daily thing. Personally, with me, like I said, I personally can't, like, I feel like I don't have time to do certain things like that. So I really like to speak out my gratitude. Like, I like to speak it out into the world. So when I'm creating Finding Kat, I'm like, yes, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get all those listeners. I'm gonna do this. And I kind of manifest it in words. So I'm like, thank you so much for these 1,000 listeners. Like, I know I got this. I know I'm doing this. It's just a start. We're gonna get better. Let's go. Thank you. Like, that's how I get myself hyped to keep going, like, putting that out. So that's what I do personally when I feel like I don't have time to write it out. I do think it's great to write down what it is you're looking for, because you can also go back and be like, wow, like, this actually happened. And I feel like writing is bond, and like, you're securing it in there. But sometimes you may not have the time, so just even speaking it out really does, really does help. Work for what you want. Now, I can't sit here and say, like, I hope to get 1,000 listens, this or something better on my podcast, and not create a podcast. Like, that's what I mean by work for what you want, because you can sit here and manifest to have $1 million, and it's so vague, but if you don't work for it, how are you really going to get it? You're not going to get closer to getting it. So you have to work for what you want. You have to show the world, like, hey, I'm grateful for what I have, and I'm working for better, and this is the better I'm asking for. When you manifest using gratitude, you need to speak in present tense, not, I'm grateful for in the future having this. It's like, no, I'm so grateful for this new big car that keeps me safe and that gets us to point A to point B, really helps out as much as possible. Like, I'm putting it out there like my car is right now outside of my house, and I know it's not. So to repeat my 4 steps again on how to manifest using gratitude is, I write down in specificity what I want. So write your dreams and desire and be very specific with it. Show gratitude for what you have already, because this opens up for more blessings. So say thank you. Say thank you for what you have right now. Be grateful for what you have right now, because if you're working for it, you're gonna get better. Trust me. Be consistent. Be consistent with your gratitude. Be consistent with your manifesting. Be consistent with showing it. Be consistent for working for what you want. And that's my 4th point, working for what you want. You need to put the effort in, because if the world is going to be nice enough to bring you that, you need to do your part as well. So to wrap it all up, I'm super grateful for you listening to this episode and to future episodes. I hope to help you resolve those everyday burdens by helping you unify your mind, body, and spirit to reach true well-being. Remember to subscribe, like, and comment if you love my energy and if I helped you in any way, shape, or form, because I would really love to know. Remember, you are amazing. You got this, and I cannot wait to talk to you in the next episode. See you soon.